The Athens United Immigrant Support Project for the last 2 years has been working to help those seeking asylum. Teo Suzuki reports the group works to change the lives of people fleeing horrible situations in their home countries.
In 2019, a small group of Athens residents say they saw growing mistreatment of asylum seekers along the southern border of the United States. They decided to take action and formed the Athens United Immigrant Support Project, or AUISP.
I think like lots of people, there's frustration about not always being able to do anything about these odd situations that exist in our country and in the world. And this was just a really tangible way to respond.
The group invites asylees to Athens through a legal process known as sponsorship. Asylum seekers who arrive at the U.S.-Mexico border are not undocumented immigrants. The federal government knows of their presence, and according to U.S. and international law, they have a right to live in the country while their cases are in court. The U.S., however, has struggled with the number of asylum seekers arriving at the southern border recently. Many are sent to privately run detention centers where conditions are prison-like. Some of the asylees we spoke with reported facing scarce or inedible food, lack of access to basic necessities, discrimination, violence, and being cut off from family members. One said, quote, "They treat us like animals." That reality is what motivates the members of AUISP to provide sponsorship.
Migrants who are in detention are much more likely to be released and be released sooner if they have a sponsor.
Sponsorship is a legal process overseen by the Department of Homeland Security. Through sponsorship, U.S. residents can secure the release of asylum seekers from detention.
Your commitment in general is to provide a place to live, which can be with you or it can be somewhere else. But you're going to stay in touch, make sure that basic needs for food and clothing are met.
The success of AUISP caught the attention of national asylee support groups. The reason, AUISP members say, is their model of community sponsorship. The whole group, not individual sponsors, makes itself available to provide resources and solve problems.
If you have a community to rely on and help you with that and help you meet the needs of the folks that you're sponsoring, that it seems to just be more supportive in a lot of different ways.
Through community sponsorship, sponsors can better arrange things like transportation, English language instruction, and fundraising for legal fees. Most of all, with a community behind them, sponsors can make sure asylum seekers find a warm welcome and a sense of belonging. John and Debbie Schmeeding recall the first time they took one of their asylees kayaking at Stroud's Run.
We probably got 75 feet because she couldn't quite figure it out. It was
A lot of circles.
and we just laughed and laughed and laughed, but she loved it. And we went several times while she lived with us.
For asylum seekers in Athens, the path forward is still not easy. Until their cases are decided, they must contend with the possibility that one day soon they will be sent back to their country of origin. That could be the difference between life and death. But AUISP members say they'll keep working to help asylees as a community. Reporting for Newswatch, I'm Teo Suzuki in Athens.